So I guess the Swiftie bubble has finally popped.
Welcome to my underworld.
When the Eras tour was happening, it seemed like everybody around me was a Swiftie all of a sudden. And of course, I had major FOMO from this. So I too started listening to some of her songs, but ended up not liking them at all. But it felt like it was illegal to even remotely criticize her. But this time there has been so much drama that even her fans are not defending her. Which is very unlike of the Swifties because they always think everybody else is out to get their beloved star, their innocent angel. And this is mostly because of the sudden change of her lyrics and mostly the overall vibe of her music. Which is understandable because some of the lyrics sound like they put the most random words together to make it rhyme. Which is sad because I feel like AI can do a better job than this. Also, the speculation is that she copied, or let's just say heavily inspired from the vibe of Sabrina Carpenter. Now, I don't understand why this hard pivot into using a lot of explicit content in her lyrics, especially dropping F-words where it's not required at all, which is crazy because she was known for her girl next door, family-friendly type of content. And a lot of teenagers and kids were her fans because of this, and I was for once happy about that. And this whole family-friendly shtick was clearly working out for her. So if it works, then why fix it? There's a song called Wood, which is exactly what you think it is, and it's probably the worst song in the whole album. Then there's this song called Eldest Daughter, and the lyrics go like, everybody's so punk on the internet, everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke is just trolling and memes. Okay girl, who hurt you? Sad as it seems, apathy is hot. When was apathy hot? She thinks apathy is hot because people made jokes and memes on her. That is not apathy. Everybody's cutthroat in the comments. Did you get spooked by a bunch of rude comments on Instagram? Every single hot take is as cold as ice. I don't even know what that means. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter, so we all dressed up as wolves and we looked fire. Ma'am, pick a lane. Do you want to appeal to a boomer, or a millennial, or a Gen Z? You have to pick a lane. You cannot please everyone. It looked like she was trying to appeal to a wider audience, like please everyone, but ended up pleasing no one. It kind of reminds me of that Australian senator who was trying to give a speech with only Gen Z buzzwords and desperately trying to look relatable.
The Sigmas of Australia. The Gouthier government is still capping, but is anyone surprised when a risless, oralist, Prime Minister...
I hope she's not going through some kind of midlife crisis. You know how men in TV shows and movies sometimes make rash financial decisions due to their midlife crisis, like buying a supercar and create a dent in their retirement savings and then start to regret their life choices? Because why else would you do this kind of a hard pivot? I mean, I would understand if she was trying to do something new, but this is not the way to go. Maybe try to ease your audience into it bit by bit, but this feels like major changes and seems like she has pushed away a lot of her existing audience instead of trying to appeal to a wider audience. The next song is called Actually Romantic. Apparently this is a diss track on Charlie XCX. She released a song called Sympathy is a Knife where she's talking about insecurities that she got from bigger creators in the music industry. So this is some of the lyrics from Actually Romantic. I heard you calling me boring Barbie when the Cokes got you brave. Holy shit. Seems like Taylor completely missed the point that Charlie XCX was trying to make, and this doesn't help at all. Calling somebody a cokehead because they were singing about their own insecurities it's not, girl. You high-fived my ex and said you're glad he ghosted me. It feels like Taylor has been 16 for the past 20 years. Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to see my face. I don't think that's what Charlie XCX was trying to say. I mind my business. God's my witness that I don't provoke it. Except you're kind of making a diss track against somebody. Stop talking dirty to me. It sounded nasty, but it feels like you're flirting with me. Why are you so obsessed with me? This is high-key giving Regina George. I cannot I cannot see this in any other way. It's giving big Regina George energy. Next one is called Wishlist. They want that yacht life under shopper blades. They want those bright lights and Balenci shades and fat ass with a baby face. They want a contract with Real Madrid. They want that spring break that was lit. This is seriously giving I'm 14 and this is deep. The next one's called Cancelled. This one's against Blake Lively, her long-term friend. This song gives the vibe of that Facebook meme, if you remember. The one on PewDiePie's meme review episode, where this guy is trying to break up with his friend and their picture is marked with a red cross mark. Anyway, the lyrics are like, come with me, when they see us they'll run. Something wicked this way comes. Good thing I like my friends cancelled. I like them cloaked in Gucci and in scandal. What did Gucci do? Anything I missed? I don't know what she's trying to say by the word Gucci here though. Like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. At least you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. You mean matching tattoos? Like holy cornball. Corniest of the corniest of the corniest. Some of these songs are giving major fanfiction, Wattpad, AO3 vibes. It's like they read a bunch of fanfiction to find out what type of buzzwords or vibe you need to give to relate to Gen Z. And some of these other songs give major pick-me vibes, which is not at all her usual shtick if you listen to her other songs. And people have also started to notice her right-leaning shift. Which is crazy because I always thought that she was right-leaning but did a good job at keeping the neutral image. Lyrics like, I've been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. But I'm not a bad bitch and this isn't savage. Is this the new way of saying I'm not like other girls? And it's giving right-leaning pick-me vibes, which is very embarrassing because this was not her vibe at all. Also, people have been speculating that this is like a dig towards black girls or something, which may or may not be true, but when people pointed out these problematic undertones in her lyrics, Swifties are like, oh, she's just doing this for fun, it's no big deal, it's not that deep. But they're usually the ones reaching when it comes to Taylor throwing shade towards her enemies or whatever. So either she's a lyrical genius or she's just doing this for fun. You have to pick one thing. She's not doing both. Apparently Charlie XCX recently did some SNL sketch and she did something to throw shade back at Taylor Swift or something. But honestly, I feel like Charlie XCX doesn't really give a shit about these things and Swifties are just reaching as always. Also, Taylor Swift recently made a video addressing these allegations or something. But basically in that video she said that it's all about business, that she had the goal that people should talk about her and her albums and that has already happened, and in that way she has already done her part and succeeded or something. So I guess she won on that front, but this is the thing, people now see her as some sort of business mastermind, business entrepreneur or something, but that's it. People, eventually have stopped seeing her as a singer or an artist, but more like a businesswoman, which is just sad. And she probably thinks all this bad publicity that she's getting is also some kind of publicity, which is just wrong. Brands need to stop seeing bad publicity as also some kind of publicity. Bad publicity can actually push people away from you and can lead to loss of business.
I mean, I welcome the chaos. The rule of show business is if it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're helping.
I mean, sure, you can get short-term gains, but what about long-term? What about legacy, as the Swifties like to call it? Also, all the songs have taken like the top 10 positions in the charts, which is pretty sad because I feel like the other artists never got a chance. So let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.